investor who is quick to buy because emotional or slow to buy because of fear?
Oh God, you know what? That's a really good question. I deal with both types. I'm not gonna lie, I do love my quick to act investors, but they're also relying on a lot of the work that we do. And so it's really rewarding when we can do that and we can put together a really nice prospectus on a property and undertake thorough due diligence. I love it. And one of my best clients, I mean, he's bought hundreds of millions of dollars in property through us for one of his syndications, and it's been fantastic. But it's I know how he thinks. He understands the software. We can do the evaluations really quickly, and it's great because what's nice about it is I know I have a reasonable degree of probability to land that down, especially when we're in multiple offers. We can typically go in, relatively clean. We work with a lot of environmental agencies, with a lot of companies that do energy audits, so we can typically do a lot of what we have to do after purchase, or we can do some due diligence, verbally, without, dropping a lot of money on a property. I do appreciate the client who is very thorough. The problem is if you're overly thorough and you analyze a deal excessively, it can put you in a bad position because you're often left, I don't know if that, always, you're often left, holding something that it's worth nothing. You know what I mean? So it's like I think there should be a blend to the two. I'm not sure. I don't know if you have I'd be curious to know what your opinion is on that.
I think when I asked that question, I was thinking more with regards to the people who are quick to buy tend to not want to listen to opinions much
Oh, I
because
see.
they
Yeah.
figure that they know everything, they're going to just do it anyways, and they're emotionally charged. Whereas the other group is, I need to make sure that everything's
Yeah.
fine-tuned and everything's detailed and all that kind of stuff, but they're too slow. Even if all the numbers make sense, they're
Mhm.
still fearful of putting down that down payment and signing
Yeah.
those papers. So in my scenario, I like working with those who are a little bit slower because I know they want to be thorough and I can
Mhm.
explain that through them. Whereas the other ones,
Yeah.
sometimes you could like throw it in their face and they're still
Mm.
not gonna listen to you.
Yeah.
So
It's like when the latter of the two are ready, they're ready and they're going to move forward
mm,
in full conviction. And I can appreciate that, and it depends on the market, right? Like, if you'd asked me this a year and a half ago, I would say, the client that overanalyzes isn't going to buy anything. And that was in fact the case. It's like I met with a lady yesterday and we were looking at a building and she's like, I like it, but I need 4 days to let this sit. That's my number. I don't know if it's like a bit of an OCD, but it's like I need 4 days.
mm.
After I've had 4 days to sit on it, I can make a decision, but I can't, I just my brain won't let me make a decision any sooner. And you know,
And by then it's
offers offers are going in like it's a holding offer situation, and so we're now in a position where the offers are going to be before her cooling off period, so to speak, right? And so that can sometimes be challenging. And and truthfully, I don't see a lot of holding offers right now. This is one particular property where we are offers are in fact being held, and that can, if we have to act before then, it can be a challenge. But again, it's very it's dependent on the person you're dealing with. Truthfully, at the end of the day, people hire us because they want to, buy something and build something and, improve their lives. And yeah, it can be a challenge, but it's a fun challenge too.
Mhm.